Girls and boys, good evening. This is Vespertili here for I believe this is my second video in English. I believe so. Why is this video in English? Sorry for all my Italian fans, but this is very important because tomorrow, 21st, 21st October 2015 is the date in which Marty McFly and Doc Brown reach the future. Okay? I don't know if you understand the importance of this date. And what's more, in 2015, we reached the 30th anniversary of Back to the Future, which was created in 85. So 95, 05, and 15. 30 years and the date when Marty and Doc reach the future. This is absolutely a unique event. This needs to be remembered by everyone who was born and everyone who saw the movie in general. Parents, kids, grown-up people, everyone. So, I don't know about you, but tomorrow I will be at the cinema, in theaters, to watch the movie. As you can imagine, I'm Italian, so right now I'm in Italy. And I tried to go to Los Angeles, honestly. But, it's a bit distant, it costs money, and it was a bit difficult to achieve. So, sadly, I have to give up to this idea of going to Los Angeles for the 21st October. I realize it's a one-time event, the event of a lifetime, but there will be others. So, why is this date so important? Let's go back to the past for a moment. In July 3rd, 1985, Back to the Future 1 reached the theaters. Written by Zemeckis and Gale, and directed by Zemeckis. The actors, of course, we all know the actors: Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Lea Thompson, Crispin Glover, and the incredible and passionate music of Alan Silvestri. The project was born at the end of 1980, when Bob Gale found a yearbook, a high school yearbook of his father, and he wondered if he would become friend with his father if he met him in high school. He then came back to his friend Zemeckis and proposed this idea of a guy who actually goes back to the past and meets his own parents. And this is basically the base idea for Back to the Future. However, all the major studios refused the idea because they considered it too light, too simple. They wanted it to be more mature, more sexy, and they even told to propose the idea of Back to the Future to Walt Disney, to the Disney Pictures. At the same time, Disney Pictures said that a movie where a guy falls in love with his own mother is a bit bizarre to present to the children. So even the Disney Pictures refused Back to the Future. The original time machine was not a car. It was supposed to be a refrigerator where you enter and you go back to the past. But Zemeckis was concerned that kids would actually do that and get stuck in the fridge, So they eventually made it a car. The first finished draft for Back to the Future was conceived in February 81. No one were going to accept Back to the Future, so eventually the movie was put on a hold. At the same time, Zemeckis directed Romancing the Stone, a 84 movie that was a huge success. And this changed the vision that the studios in general had towards Zemeckis, and he was now considered a high-profile director. So, incredibly, everyone was interested in Back to the Future now, and the movie was eventually released 1 year later, 85. As some of you may know or may not know, you just go to the internet and do some researches, guys. The first actor for Marty McFly was not Michael J. Fox, it was actually Eric Stoltz. And he was a very good actor, he is a very good actor, but the directors, Gale and Zemeckis, thought he was lacking a comedy. He was too serious, too dramatic. They needed a guy who was genuinely comic, someone who would inspire laughs. And they needed a more relaxed actor for the role. At that time, Michael J. Fox was committed to the show Family Ties. He was simply not free. He couldn't possibly participate in Back to the Future. Although we have to specify that Michael J. Fox was the first choice, but since he was in Family Ties, they chose Eric Stoltz instead. In January '85, Michael J. Fox was finally free from Family Ties and he was able to actually be cast and start shooting Back to the Future. And so they did it. They fired Stoltz, even though they never talked bad about him. They actually were very professional, but Stoltz was simply lacking something that Fox had. The union, the friendship that is built between these two characters, Doc and Marty, we all remember that. We all love this bizarre friendship between a person who is clearly in his 50s or even 60s and a high school boy. But nonetheless, they were a great match, a great couple. He was a bizarre yet very friendly, very positive and passionate doctor, a scientist who kept inventing stuff and stuff. And Marty was a curious and also passionate boy who would not stand back if there was something to do. One of the best scenes in the movie is indeed when Michael J. Fox plays Johnny B. Good. And it's interesting to know that this part was about to get scrapped because Gale thought that it was not an essential part for the story development. But people in the preview loved it, so he kept it. Back to the Future 1 cost 19 million and it gained $389 million. It was a huge success. It was incredible when it came out. And a lot of people, including myself, grew with these movies. Especially Back to the Future 2, which was a 1989 movie. So the end of the 80s and the beginning of the 90s. After the huge success of Back to the Future 1, after just 4 years, Zemeckis and Gale gave us Back to the Future Part 2, which, if you think about it, takes place immediately after the end of Back to the Future 1. Because as Marty goes back to his own time, and he finds his family is wealthy, his girlfriend, he has a car, and Doc comes from the sky with a flying DeLorean, and he immediately takes Marty and Jennifer and he takes them to the future, which is incredibly 21st October 2015. Tomorrow, damn you. Okay, I'm already excited. Okay, relax. Originally, there was not an idea for the second installment, but after the huge success of the first, they of course made another one. But only if Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd were available. As we know now, of course, thanks to the internet, Zemeckis and Gale regret ending the first chapter with Jennifer inside the car with Doc and Marty. Because by ending the first chapter that way, they had to build a new story, including Jennifer, instead of just doing something completely new, completely out of the blue. They had to make a story with Jennifer in it, of course. One of the most interesting and challenging project was indeed to create a futuristic Hill Valley. Because, come on guys, we have to enter in the mentality of the people of 30 years ago. Listen to me. You are in 89, okay? And you have to imagine, you have to create inside your mind how the 2015 is going to look like. It's like if I ask you right now, how do you think the 2045 will look like, okay? That's a big jump, don't you think? It's the same concept, people. Like, Vespertili, do you have any idea what kind of technology we will have in 2045? Hell no, man. How am I supposed to know that? Like, we have tablets, we have a smartphone, we have Wi-Fi. I have the PlayStation 4 that can record gameplays and share them instantly on YouTube. How am I supposed to know what we will be able to do in 30 years? So, the challenge was accepted, and they came up with this idea of a relaxed and peaceful future instead of a more dark and corrupted Orwellian future where everything is going bad. The future of Back to the Future 2 is very specific, very happy, very colorful. It's, we can almost say it's a bit naive. The box office for part 2 was 332 million, which is a lot, very, very, very much. Back to the Future Part 2 was released in 89, so 26 years ago. So guys, why am I doing this video? Because as many of you, as a lot of you, I was born / raised with Back to the Future trilogy. Trilogy? I don't know, you help me. Trilogy? I simply love and loved those movies. I fucking love Back to the Future, Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson, Zemeckis. I love all these guys. They are my childhood and yours too, I suppose. So I believe this video and many other videos that I'm sure people are making right now had to be done. This movie, this saga, this event, I don't know if you realize how important it is. Tomorrow, 21st October 2015, is the date in which 26 years ago Marty McFly and Doc Brown reach the future, which is our present. Okay? It's incredible and it's a one-time event. I don't know if any of you who's watching this video is from California, Los Angeles. Guys, reach those places. Let's read this together. To honor the film, October 21st, 2015, the date used for the setting of the future events during the first act of the film has been called Back to the Future Day by the media. Many promotions have been planned to celebrate the film series on these dates, many playing to the depiction of the future in the film, including Universal Pictures created a fictional trailer for Jaws 19, the 3D film advertising the future setting. And as a fact, if you remember, the advertisement for Jaws 19 is actually a sort of holograph in 3D, as we can say that's a 3D, no? Universal and Mattel produce a fictional advertisement for the child's overboard as seen in the film. Pepsi produced a limited run of the Pepsi Perfect soft drink, including the unique bottles to be sold starting tomorrow, October 21st, 2015. Rocket League will release the Back to the Future Car Pack DLC in October 21, with DeLorean as a battle car and all Back to the Future related items. Several theaters in Italy too, I'm telling you this, tomorrow I'll be at the theaters, are offering back-to-back screenings of the Back to the Future trilogy on October 21st, and the town of Reston, Virginia will temporarily change its name to Hill Valley to commemorate the series during its annual film festival. Now let's see a bunch of locations of the movie. George McFly House, Bushnell Avenue, Pasadena, South Pasadena in California. Lorraine House, Bushnell Avenue, South Pasadena, California. Then we have the Courthouse Square, backlot, Universal Studios in California. Hill Valley High School is in reality the Whittier High School, Philadelphia Street, Whittier, California. Doc Emmett Brown House, exteriors, is Bookshop Gamble House in Westmoreland Place, Pasadena, California, while the interiors are the R.R. Bleecker House, Oak Knoll, Pasadena, California. The Twin Pines Mall, later become the Lone Pine Mall, is in 20 Hills Mall, City of Industry, California, Azusa Avenue. When Marty arrives in 55, he arrives in Walt Disney's Golden Oak Ranch, Placerita Canyon Road, New Hall, California. The band audition takes place in Burbank Community Center in Burbank, California. Marty McFly House is Panorama City, California. The ball Enchantment Under the Sea takes place in First United Methodist Church, Franklin Avenue, Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. The exterior of Marty's house is Roslindale Avenue, San Bart Street, Pacoima, Los Angeles, California. The opening credits take place in Burger King, Victory Boulevard, Burbank, California. So guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, grandmothers, grandparents, whatever. If you are from California, if you are from USA, I don't know, give me a map of the United States, please. Okay, I got it. If you people are from Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, Nevada, Arizona, Oregon, what is this? What is this? This is still California? No, Golfo de California, Baja California Sur. If you are from Las Vegas, Utah, goddamn, I'm from Italy, okay? I am in another continent. I am on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, okay? Ocean. But you are in America. Go there. Go to Los Angeles, okay? I'll pay you the ticket. Go to fucking Los Angeles. Enjoy these unique moments, okay? Unique moments. This is incredible. Back to the Future 2 gave us a lot of predictions, a lot of incitements, okay? Like, we have the inside out trousers. We have the auto drying jacket. We have the auto strings, strings shoes, okay? We have the hoverboard. God damn it. We've wanted the hoverboard for 30 years, okay? And we still don't have the technology to do that. We want flying cars, but we don't have flying cars, which is bullshit in my opinion. So seriously, people, this is a one-life event. One lifetime event. One lifetime. Zemeckis told that he doesn't like movies that try to predict the future, but he had to do that, of course. He said instead of trying to make it scientifically accurate, something that was probably going to be wrong anyway, they try to make it funny, just a funny future. Bob Gale said, "We knew we weren't going to have flying cars by the year 2015, but God, we had to have those in our movie." However, the film did correctly predict a number of technological and sociological changes, such as the rise of ubiquitous cameras, increased Asian influence in the United States, flat panel, widescreen television mounted on walls, the ability to watch 6 channels at once. This is absolutely incredible. Video chat system, increased use of plastic surgery, and head-mounted displays, which is also incredible. We now have all this shit like Sony, Samsung, LG, whatever, Apple, I don't know. And in '89, Zemeckis and Gale already predicted the flat screens, the flat monitors, the headpieces, and the ability to watch 2 or more channels at once. This is absolutely fantastic. Here it also says the things that were incorrect, like flying cars, hoverboards, food hydrators, paying by thumbprint, automated clothing, and the abolition of lawyers. But let me tell you this. This is 2015. We have mobiles. This is my HTC. We have mobiles that you can lock and unlock with your thumbprint, okay? So, who can say that we won't be able to actually pay with our fingerprints someday soon? I say we will reach that point. Shoelaces, that's the word, shoelaces. There was a high demand for the Nike Smarty wears with automatic shoelaces, which some fans thought to be real. In 2014, Tinker Hatfield, who is a shoes designer for Nike, indicated that they would introduce shoes with power-lessing technology by 2015. I don't know you guys, but I'm going to buy the Nike McFly. The Air McFly, yes, that's the name, the Air McFly. I will buy them. I have to have those shoes. And now, some days ago, I've heard about this thing about, what's the name? God damn it. The Chicago Cubs, which apparently, I don't know if I heard the news right, they won a game after many years. And in the movie, they say the Chicago Cubs actually won the World Series. Now, I'm Italian, so I have no idea how baseball works. I have no idea what's that supposed to mean, okay? We have baseball, but it's in no way compared to your baseball, the American baseball. I don't know if the Chicago Cubs can actually win the World Series, I don't know that, but I know they won a game. Now I read this on the internet on 14 October. Cubs, this is a tweet, okay? Cubs eliminating the Cards. I don't know what that is. Never thought that could happen. Freaking Back to the Future 2. And this is another tweet. Back to the Future said the Cubs would win in 2015. Just saying. Now, if I could get an overboard for getting into my deer stand, that'd be awesome. Calling all geeks must root for Cubs to fulfill their prophecy in Back to the Future 2. I am reading right now that the Chicago Cubs haven't won a World Series since 107 years. What is that, like 08? 1908? So, I had no idea, guys, because I'm not into American baseball. The Chicago Cubs haven't won a single World Series since 107 years, but they won this game, so who knows? But this is incredible that a single team hasn't won a World Series for over 100 years. That's incredible. 20 events that have occurred since the Chicago Cubs won their last World Series. Both radio and TV were invented. 14 teams were added to Major League Baseball. George Burns celebrated his 10th, 20th, 30th, 40th, 100th birthday. Halley Comet passed Earth twice. Harry Caraway was born and died. The NBA, NHL, and NFL were formed, and Chicago teams won championship in each league. The US fought in World War I, II, Korean War, Vietnam War, Persian Gulf War, Iraq War, Afghanistan War. Man landed on the moon. 16 US presidents were elected. 11 amendments added to the Constitution. Prohibition was created and repealed. The Titanic was built, set sail, sank, and was rediscovered. Wrigley Field was built and becomes the oldest park in the National League. Flag poles were erected on Wrigley Field roof to hold all of the team's future World Series pennants, which have since rusted and been taken down. A combination of 40 Summer and Winter Olympics have been held. 13 baseball players have won the Triple Crown. Swing music, bell bottoms, and disco came in style, went out of style and came back in style. The Chicago White Sox, Cleveland Indians, Boston Red Sox, and Florida Marlins have all won the World Series. What next? The Nationals? The Cubs played almost 15,000 regular season games, losing the majority of them. God damn it, guys, you suck. Alaska, Arizona, Hawaii, Oklahoma, and New Mexico were admitted to the Union. Well, this was really tiring. You know, talking in another language and thinking in another language, that's terrible. Anyway, people, in a few hours will be the 21st October 2015. Tomorrow, I suppose millions of people will go to see Back to the Future in theaters, like 30 years ago. And tomorrow is the date when Marty and Doc come to the future. In essence, the present. I wish I was in Los Angeles, you know. I wish I was with you guys in California, in Los Angeles, but I couldn't. I hope I will have more occasions, you know, more chances to come to America for incredible moments. This, well, you will enjoy this for me too, okay? I hope I didn't destroy the English language enough, and I wish you a good dinner, Halloween, movie, and anything, you know, Subway, McDonald's, whatever you have. Have fun, guys, and great Scott.